The UN Capital Development Fund makes public and private finance work for the poor in the world's 48 least developed countries. With its capital mandate and instruments, UNCDF offers last-mile finance models that unlock public and private resources, especially at the domestic level, to reduce poverty and support local economic development. UNCDF's financing models work through two channels. The first, financial inclusion, expands the opportunities for individuals, households, and small businesses to participate in the local economy by providing them with the tools they need to climb out of poverty and manage their financial lives. We also show how localized investments through fiscal decentralization, innovative municipal finance, and structured project finance can drive public and private funding that underpins local economic expansion and sustainable development. By strengthening how finance works for poor people at the household, small enterprise, and local infrastructure levels, UNCDF contributes to SDG 1 on eradicating poverty and SDG 17 on the means of implementation, with impact on a range of other SDGs. In 2016, UNCDF celebrated its 50th anniversary, a chance to take stock of our accomplishments, reflect on our values and priorities, and look forward. What have we learned? How can we continue to fulfill our mandate?
One thing we've learned is the importance of being bold and taking risks, which allows us to keep punching above our weight. Our programs address a very specific and stubborn challenge for least developed countries. How do we get finance to work at the local level to address the pressing challenges of climate change adaptation, women's economic empowerment, rapid urbanization, and globalization in the communities where poor people live and work? As a small specialized fund, our role is to break new ground by blending different sources of finance to jumpstart and grow solutions where others may not see the potential or the viability of investing.
Let's look at some numbers. One of the two pillars of UNCDF's work is financial inclusion, expanding access to formal financial services to the unbanked. What's our strategy? First, we support private sector organizations to develop the kinds of financial products that specifically help poor customers build savings, buy insurance, lower the cost of remittances, access credit, and so on. New technologies, particularly mobile money and digital payment platforms, are making it easier and faster to expand financial inclusion throughout the developing world. Second, we work with private and public sector partners to get the regulatory environment right and to bring those products to the maximum number of underserved and excluded populations, including rural communities, youth, and women. In 2016, UNCDF has supported 134 financial service providers to reach the poorest customers. The other pillar of UNCDF's work is building effective local development finance models that provide the capacities and tools to local government authorities to be able to address development challenges at the local level. By moving the decision-making process about government spending closer to the people, we empower local authorities to make investments and build infrastructure that address the most pressing needs in their communities. These numbers are just the tip of the iceberg. To learn more about our impact, particularly on specific issues like women's economic empowerment, climate change, or youth savings, please take a look at our 2016 annual report, available at www.uncdf.org. For every dollar in core resources, UNCDF is able to leverage roughly $10 of investments into local economies. Every day, we show how the targeted use of international development assistance can help least developed countries to crowd in and leverage private and public resources from maximum impact into the last mile.
UNCDF's achievements over the last 50 years have been possible because of our strong partnerships and our commitment to innovation. We are deeply grateful to our partner governments and our funding and implementing partners. Together, we are making finance work for the poor. Thank you.